Welcome back to the channel, guys. Some interesting news today with the launch of Bitchat, which is basically a peer-to-peer messaging system that uses Bluetooth to send text messages between smartphones. So you don't need any extra hardware. This is just phone to phone, and it does not use the internet. So why is this interesting? This is kind of, what I've been doing on the channel for quite a while, off-grid communications. So if you haven't got an internet connection or cell service like we've seen in Portugal with the sort of disasters there, this stuff can be really useful. I'm also one of the co-founders of MESHCORE, the really popular off-grid messaging system, which can be used anywhere where there's no internet connection. So what do we know about Bitchat so far? Well, it's actually the creation of one of the Twitter co-founders, Jack Dorsey. So it's quite interesting that he is kind of getting into the P2P messaging space, off the internet, off grid. So it says here, a decentralized peer-to-peer messaging app that works over Bluetooth mesh networks. So you can create a mesh network with multiple Bluetooth devices, and there's no internet required, no phone numbers. It's the side group chat. So yeah, interesting. You can compile it yourself here, but you can also download the Android version. And I believe there was a test flight link to download the app for iOS, but I think that's reached its maximum now or something. But anyway, here's the Android release here, so that's it. So anyway, I'm going to slap this on the phones and just see what it does. Right, so here's my Samsung S24 Ultra. I've just installed it on here, and I'm just going to turn off Wi-Fi, leave Bluetooth on, obviously, turn off my data, and I think that's done it, is it? Maybe I can put it in flight mode. We'll see if it works in flight mode. Okay, right, it's in flight mode. Whether it works or not is another thing. So then I'm going to go over to this one here. So this is like another device here, Unihertz thing with a keyboard, which I thought was quite cool, so I grabbed one of these. And there's the Bitchat app. So when you first launch it, you get this comes up. If you can see that clearly, it says your privacy is protected. Bitchat doesn't track you or collect personal data. No servers, no internet required, no data login. Location permission is only used by Android for Bluetooth scanning. Your messages stay on your device and peer devices only. To work properly, Bitchat needs these permissions: nearby devices and precise location. Okay, we'll do that. My finger will let it work. So we'll go while using the app, initializing mesh network, and there you go, it's loaded. So it says on here, get people around you to download Bitchat, and then you can chat with them here. Right, so I've just put this one in dark mode so we can actually see what we're doing. And we can see here I've got one contact on this side and two this side. So I think, don't know what's happened there. There's like another device. Maybe that might be my tablet or something, I don't know. But anyway, we've got one on this side, and that should be Anon 3968, which is obviously that phone. So let's just try sending a simple message from one side to the other. We hit go on there, and it appears on that side, and we can go hi back on that side, and it comes straight back. It's very quick because it's doing it over Bluetooth. So that's cool. And then I think what you can actually do is change your username up here. So I could change this to like Andy, so Ultra. I'll do that one, and then let's see. It says Andy Tab connected. Okay, so that's my Galaxy Tab. It's picked up that one as well, which is quite cool. So now when we go in here, we should see Andy Tab and Andy Ultra. Cool. That's absolutely fine. It's actually missed the character off the end of there. Ultra, I don't know if that's cropped or something. So what you can also do from here is you can do direct messaging. So you can see here, like it's got the little lock icon and everything else. So if I say hi on this one, we get a little envelope on there, which is nice, and we get a notification. And if we click on the envelope, there we go, and that's our message. And I can say hi back on there, and there we go. Now, what's interesting here is you see there's two ticks. So there's two ticks showing that this one has actually received the message, but this one doesn't seem to be getting any acknowledgements rather. So it's like a single dot. But even though I have actually received it, and then when I say hi back on this one, and we've got the two ticks to show it's been delivered. So something's not working properly between this one and this one. I don't know. This is new stuff, isn't it, guys? So who knows? So the next thing is to see what the range is like, because we all know Bluetooth range is absolutely terrible. You know, your headphones and everything else. So I'm not expecting the range to be very, very big at all with this. But of course, this is a mesh network, so the more devices you have, then it will route through those, and it's going to be super fast because it's running on Bluetooth. So the idea is obviously you have loads of these devices in the area, and it all should just kind of, you know, work in harmony. That's the principle. But what I'm going to do, because I'm not getting delivery reports on this one, I'm just going to wander outside with this phone, and then I can see if I get these messages delivered by leaving this phone up in the window. I mean, that would be a test, wouldn't it? Let's have a look. Right, okay, rather than use this device, because we don't know if it's working properly with this, I'm going to use the Galaxy Tab Ultra, and I'm going to stick it in the window here, and we'll see if we can send a message. So let's just try testing this out first of all. I've got the Ultra on here, and I'm going to send a message hi on here, so just send that, and we've got 2 ticks, and yeah, there's an orange thing on here, and we've got the message. Right, so I'm just going to go walkies outside, and I'll screen record the phone, and we'll see where we get. Right, okay, just walking down the stairs, just grab the keys. So it's showing still connected. I don't know if it does periodic tests to see if it's like pings to see if it's actually still connected, but right, shoes are on, out the door, and let's just see. Right, so I'm literally out by the front door, so I'm just going to go front door. It's windy out here. 2 ticks, no problem at all. Right, so coming down to the end of the path, and I'll get my message ready. End of path. And so what's this, about 10 meters away now? Send a go. 2 ticks, that's pretty good. Right, now I'm heading towards, I can still see my window from here, but we're probably going to be about 20 meters away, and I'm going to send the message from here, so I can still see the window from here. 2 ticks, that was pretty quick actually as well. 20 meters, so what, going to be 30ish meters now. Can still see the window from here, so send that message. That went straight away. It's just kind of mad. 40 meters. Let's try that. Now there's definitely a tree between us, so there's something between us. No, it went. So it did a few retries. This is pretty interesting. So a little bit further on, 50 meters. Hold the phone up in the air. Don't know how many retries it does, or whether it actually ever shows like a failure. Can you retry that message? Doesn't look like it. 50 meters. Let's try again. I'm going to try just like moving around a bit and holding the phone up in the air. So I think because we've got houses between us, let me see if I can flick a camera view on so you can see where I am. So behind this window here and behind that tree is my window where my Samsung Tab is at the moment. So let's flip back to the app. A little bit less than 50 meters now. I've sort of come back. Okay, so it's not going around bends as you'd expect. You know, this is a line of sight thing because it's 2.4 gig, so it's going to be very line of sight. But anyway, I'm probably back to like my, don't know, 40 meters or 30 meters. I don't know exactly, but I'm by the van. So let's try that. Right, so it's not working at the moment. I can see my window now, so let's just do another test. it don't know. It looks like it's maybe lost its lost connection, but I mean it shouldn't be connected. This is like it would only send the message and then the other one receives it, I believe. Neighbour's talking. Right, so end of path. Yeah, so it looks like the comms have kind of been severed for some reason. I don't know why that would happen. It shouldn't work that way. End of path. You should be able to just seamlessly walk backwards and forwards, and go in and out of range. You shouldn't like leave range, lose range, and then the thing falls apart completely. That's pretty bad if that's how it works. So yeah, there we go. Right, okay, so I'm now back in the room and it's showing red. So it's not kind of they're not finding each other again when they come back into range. So something's really not right with that. Okay, so it still hasn't reconnected, so I've just shut the app down. I'm going to restart the app again. Apologies for my phone screen, it's absolutely filthy. So, okay, nothing found as yet. I'm going to restart the Samsung app, the one on the tab, and we'll see. There we go, so let's come back. So yeah, I think this is just bugs. I think these are just bugs. But yeah, Bluetooth is a funny old creature, so I don't envy the tasks of trying to make that work. Try and iron out those bugs. If they can do it, then it'll be probably quite impressive. But yeah. And actually, MESHCORE is working brilliantly. So you can see these are all the devices in the area. We've got public channel. So there's like loads of chatter going on. And this is spanning over about, I don't know, let me show you on the map. It's spanning over this whole area. So this whole area of London we've got connected up. So you're not going to be able to do that with Bluetooth, and that's why we're using LoRa radios to do this. You know, little long range radios like this, which is actually, you know, one of these inside here. This just connects to the phone directly, and then you have the advantage of a high power long range radio comms between devices. So these form a mesh network as well, and then there's like other off grid sort of devices that don't even use, obviously, like a smartphone. You can run this like standalone, and there's all the same messages that are obviously on the public channel there. So yeah, that's MESHCORE. If you want to check it out, meshcore.co.uk. So Bitchat then, I do think this is quite an interesting project. So it's going to be interesting to see how this develops. I mean, if you had lots of these devices out in an area, like loads of smartphones running that app, then it could work pretty well. And if you're the co-founder of Twitter, then you've probably got the credentials to be able to, really get the word out in such a way that, loads of people are going to try it, and the more people that are on board, the better it's going to be. However, there's that Bluetooth issue that I've seen here that, I mean, yeah, they really need to get that one sorted before this goes any further, because it's not working, not in the way I've seen it. So if you are involved in the project, let me know in the comments below what you think about what you've seen here, and yeah, I'll totally be giving this another go. Obviously, I'm a bit of a radio guy, so I would like to be able to kind of maybe make something that could extend the range of this further, because I believe you could probably get some pretty good range with Bluetooth. We've obviously seen that with the Apple Find Me network. Some of those beacons can be picked up from like kilometers away, which is pretty impressive. So talking about Bluetooth and Wi-Fi on 2.4 gigs, we've actually done quite a lot of experimentation on 2.4 gig using ESP now on MESHCORE, and it works very, very well indeed. The range is probably better than what you've seen here. But I do have to say, it is quite a good idea using radios that are already built into a phone, because you don't have to use any external hardware. But the problem is Bluetooth is not designed for like super long range, whereas LoRa is. And that's the thing. LoRa can operate below the noise floor. Bluetooth can't as much. So if you're going to run a mesh based on phones, pretty much all the phones in the area are going to have to be running this app. Interesting stuff, isn't it, guys? I'll catch you next time.